In this episode of Mailtime, a kitchen and bathroom website with a lot of shadows, a shipment website without a clear design process, a portfolio website with lots of cool animations, and an agency website with even more animations. So let's get started. Welcome back, guys, and for the people that are new here, my name is Reno and this is the show called Mailtime. Mailtime is the show where I give feedback on your web design project. You can send in your project to my email. The instructions are on this page. This link is always in the description. And please don't use this email if you want help with your project. This email is meant for this show. feedback@livingonpixels.com, and make sure to read the instructions if you want to have more chance of being in the episode. Let's quickly go over the comments on last episode of Mailtime, which was uploaded already on February 26th. This was before the fires, so I'm glad that I'm now back recording Mailtime again, because I got a lot of new emails. This one is interesting. Fardin Khan said, "Hey Reno, it would be great if you give us an idea about how we should price our web design service with Elementor, and give us an idea about your pricing range. Also, how to find clients for your web design business." Okay, so in these kind of episodes, I don't only give feedback on the visual part and how to make things look nicer, but I also try to include the business aspect in it, so you guys have more of an understanding on how to sell to your clients. Because for most projects that I see, the copywriting is just lacking. Simple things, people don't really think about the titles, and they are so important. I mean, you are delivering a service to your client. You're not just a designer that creates pretty things, you're trying to help your clients, right? So this is great. What I will try to do in this episode is give a price range for what kind of amount I would sell that website. I think that should be really fun. And this one is also interesting. It's inspiring to see the way you talk about this. I can see that you're really passionate. That's true. I'm dipping my toes into digital marketing and internet-related careers, web design included, but I'm not still sure what I want to do. That is also cool, because I kind of assumed that only people who love web design already watch this channel, but there are also people who are interested in web design. So welcome, welcome to the community. Let's just get started with our first email. I'm gonna open my Spark email, and this one is really interesting. It's from Kevin, 24 years, from Sweden. He has created a website for one of the companies I work for. That is also cool to get experience, because the how to get client question is so big that sometimes you just want to create your first few websites for the companies you have already worked for. Maybe it can be a small shop, maybe it could be an office, or maybe another company where you worked for, especially when they have an old or not so good website. I would love to have some feedback on the visual aspect and anything else that comes up in your mind. Okay, the purpose of the site is to inform the user of the great properties of the materials we use, well as showcasing how beautiful the materials can be. It is also made to highlight who our resellers are. Okay, so this is really interesting because this gives me some guidance to give feedback, so that's really interesting. We're gonna click on the website and let's see what he has made for the company he has worked for. It is in Swedish, so I'm gonna translate it, otherwise I can't read it. Let's see what it is. Durable worktops for kitchen and bathroom. Okay. Here is the logo. Is it a logo or is it just a text with an underline? I don't know. A massive menu button over here. Oh, with a full screen menu. That is interesting. It's a super simple design, but you know, that is what Swedish design is, right? Scandinavian design is clean and simple, which I like, by the way. So let's see what he has done here. We're gonna scroll. Oh, whoa. A lot of shadows. Shadows behind the images for the backgrounds. So in his email he emphasized the materials, and I think these are the materials that he wants to show. So he has mixed the backgrounds with the materials, with the images, and a lot of shadows. Now here is a fixed background. Okay, the outside counts. Yes. 4 reasons to choose quartzite. I don't know if I pronounced that right. I'm not really sure about this alignment. Okay, something for everyone. See the collection. I want to see the collection. Questions? Contact us. Ooh, that's heavy. Find your nearest dealer. Ooh, a white background over here with an outline. All right, I want to see the collection because maybe he has used a custom post type to display the collection of materials. Let's just click on Atlantic. So /products/Atlantic, you can see a big picture of the material over here. Then a preview. Okay, yeah. So first he wanted to get feedback on the visual aspect of the website. And what I think that you could improve on this website is that you have tried to include everything into the different sections. So your materials, your information, and your images. And then you've tried to use shadows to create some depth, of course. And I get that you want to show the materials, but the eye wants to focus on one specific thing per section. And there's lots of things going on here. Because what are you going to focus on in this section for your eyes? Is it going to focus on the material? Because it's not a background. It's kind of like a separate section because the text is not over the actual background, like this this stone. And then you have these images. So there are a lot of things that your eye can focus on, and that makes it a little bit messy. I also can see that clearly over here where you have used middle alignment here, middle, and then left alignment over here. What I would try to do, try to also center align this or left align everything here. That will also create some direction for the eye and also create a little bit more hierarchy in your text, because this text looks as big as this one. And yes, this is in bold, so there is some hierarchy, but that makes this look a little bit cheap. So what you want is you want to have some hierarchy for the sizes of your main heading. So this is a main heading, maybe an H2, right? Because the H1 is maybe this big one. So maybe this could be an H2. So try to use the same kind of size for every new section and then also have a smaller one for the introductions of the smaller texts. And what I would also do is separate a few things. So like I said over here, there's a lot going on here. Why not separate it? These images are beautiful, beautiful photography. So why not create a section only for your images? You want to focus on the images and maybe give a little bit of text here and there to explain why this is so good. Maybe use the new hotspot feature that Elementor now has, which is super cool. So you can explain the materials and then a little bit of text to explain how ordinary this is. And then a section where you really show all the materials in full color, because I think you have used a filter over here to make it less intense. I'm not really sure. Let's go to the collection again. Also over here, like you wanted to display the materials because the materials are so beautiful, and then you put this huge button over that material. It's also kind of small, so respects the materials a little bit more in your design. That's what I would do. So maybe make these tiles bigger, make the more info button beneath it. And why even is the more info bigger than the title itself, right? There's a lack of hierarchy over here. Also a lack of spacing. For example, you have a title over here and then this subtitle is very close beneath it, and I don't see that on the homepage. So you want to add a little bit more consistency to this website. And what I would also try, by the way, is maybe try to use another font. This is super simple. I don't know what font it is, but to give it a little bit of identity. Also for your logo, there's not a lot of identity. This could be a website for any company that sells these kind of things. You have your color over here, but I also don't see that in the logo. I think you've just based these colors on the actual materials, but there is not a real brand in here. So what I would do is search for some inspiration on Scandinavian web design, and then you're gonna find a lot of cool things. Now let's go to the next one, and I hope that you found this feedback valuable. Okay, this is another email, 19 years old, experimenting with website development. So here's a little background. I designed my website for my dad's company. Okay, I decided to remake the website because I recently saw the website that was live for 2 years, and in my head I went, no, this cannot be his website. I don't have pictures of the old website, but in short, it was a one-page website stuffed with content. I don't have experience in building websites. All I did was base learning from YouTube videos. That's cool. I would love to get your feedback on the marketing and conversion, but any kind of feedback is appreciated. Here is the link. Okay, skylinefright.com. Let's see. Okay, so he or she, what is it? Nandini, I don't know if that's a boy or girl, doesn't really matter. Has never built a website before, and this is his first website. That's interesting. Okay, let's just first start scrolling before I'm going to comment on anything. Okay, he has used dividers and buttons, little lines over here. Okay, why choose us? All right, so there are a lot of things which I think are interesting for everybody. I think most of you guys already see a lot of the things that I also see. But this is, I think, perfect proof of somebody who doesn't really have a design process. It's really clear that you just started in Elementor before thinking about the design too much. And you just started to add buttons and dividers and shape dividers everywhere to get all the content in the website. And that makes it look a little bit less professional. So, for example, look at this line. Why is this little line over here? Doesn't make any sense. Also over here. The footer, for example, look at these logos on the white background, and then you should add another section to your background which is white, so you can include those logos if you want to, but then not have them on a background like this. Also, he has forgotten to delete the column width. You can see right here little alignment details that are not perfect. And on the homepage, for example, a few things that I see right at the start. Why this space? Why not make the header, the same height? Very unsharp images at the background. Why are these buttons under each other? Why not next to each other? It could be easily done here. You will save some space. Also, try to use dividers for the new sections and not have a space between your shape divider, your background divider, and the section. If this is an important button, just include it over here, because this is a little bit weird to have one button in the middle of your section. Just place it over here, or just place it in the menu if it's really important for your customers. So why I wanted to show this to you guys is because I think it's interesting to see what happens when you don't really have a design process. You need to do a lot of research before you actually start working in Elementor. Like I explained in my video, why you should never start in Elementor but in Adobe XD. So for Nandini, what you want to do is you want to try to look at other companies' websites before you start going into Elementor, and write down what you like. Make screenshots of other websites, what you like, and then try to see like, hey, what kind of elements do I also need in a website, right? So try to look at your competitors, or try to look at other websites like Behance or Dribbble for your visual design inspiration, and just make screenshots. And then from those screenshots, start to work and start to maybe sketch on paper what you need in your website. And that structure, if you have that ready, then I would suggest make a design in Adobe XD first, and then go inside of Elementor. Otherwise, you're gonna end up with something that has not a lot of structure. So I just wanted to show this to everybody. What happens when you are a little bit too excited. You started too fast in Elementor. Take a step back, okay? Take a step back. Go to the drawing board again and make sure you have the fundamentals before you go into Elementor. I hope that's valuable feedback. I know it's not a super simple answer, but I think that is what you need to do. Okay, the next one is Nafuel. I'm a website designer and a WordPress developer and working with WordPress since 2019. This is my portfolio site. Version 2 and version 1 was fully hand-coded. That's why I'm sharing with you for your feedback. Would you be able to give me feedback on UI UX? Note, I didn't add scrolling animations on the site because of Google recent update, but I'm thinking adding some scrolling animations. What do you mean with scrolling animations? Do you mean animations that happen when you start scrolling, or animations that will make your scroll go smooth? Because I think those are bad for Google. I'm not really sure. But of course, too many animations are not really good for your page. Leslie, I just wanted to thank you for sharing your experience. If you check my maintenance page, you will understand that I take your suggestions. Yeah, well, just go to the home and maybe later go to the maintenance page. Let's check his homepage. Wow, this is cool. Here is an animation. What is this? Let's see. Can I see this? What this is? Is this code? Is this Molly? Yeah, oh, Lottie, I mean, sorry. This is Lottie. So this is an After Effects animation, I think, which is converted to code. So that makes it super sharp. And I think it's not too heavy for the website. At least it's a lot less heavy than having a video over here or a GIF. But okay. Oh, this is interesting. It's super creative. Those animations here, I love it. You don't see that a lot on websites. Look at the way this section goes to the other section. Very smooth. Okay, here is another kind of divider. His services. All right, nice that he has maintenance as a separate service. That more people should do that because clients want that. Clients don't want to mess with the maintenance of their own website. So just have it as a service on your website is actually nice, right? It's also, it will generate income, of course, on a monthly basis. His client logos, that is super cool. Creates social proof, statistics. Okay, nice. Portfolio checks out some of my works. Okay, so, oh, look at that. Do you need that really on this section? This mouse animation? I don't know. Read more. We're gonna click on one of these projects. Need a website? Let's work together. That's a nice hover. That's a nice underline. It's not super close. I like that. Free download. Download my homepage guideline and use it right away to improve your homepage. I'm not so sure about these downloads because, you know, companies want to pay you to fix their website. They don't want to mess around with their own website. That's not their expertise. So I'm not a really big fan of having your client download a thing. I know it creates trust because you know it shows that you know what's going on, but you can also prove that inside of your portfolio projects, which I'm gonna click on right now, by the way. So this is one of his client websites, SEO agency. That company is called SEO agency. Sounds very generic, maybe a little bit fake, I don't know. Wait a second, is that his own website? Because it has the same name. I want to see another project. What is this? Art Awards Exhibition. I like this. I like that about the website, my goals. It's also cool, by the way, his scroll animations that you can see right here, so that this will stay in the screen and that you can scroll and then go to the homepage. Okay. So here's the homepage. Main pages. He has different pages over here. This is his design. Mobile version. This is nice. More people should add this to the website. Oh, I should do that on my website. That's really good. It's so simple, but so good. And a testimonial. Super. Other projects. Okay, so here are some other projects. By the way, maybe add another few projects on your homepage, because I only saw 2 projects. And of course, I can click on portfolio, but that first project that you have on your homepage, that's kind of like your own website, doesn't create a lot of trust. Yeah, so this is not a very bad website. It's actually pretty good, I think, for a portfolio. I think it's super great that you just put a photo right there of yourself. You can even download his CV. He has an about page with more information about him, his skills. Okay. Wow, look at the animation, so cool. Oh, his education, also really good. Software, I love this. Oh, he also has this on his website. Okay, that's nice. Let's work together. Let's see his contact page. I'm actually pretty big fan of this website. I love it. Oh, it's also a map so you can see where he is located. That is cool. Another animation. So let's just quickly go to the maintenance page he talked about. Web design, web development, web maintenance. I clicked on the web maintenance page and then I went to the services page. That's not good. Web maintenance. What is web maintenance? Okay. Pricing. Oh, this is the pricing for his maintenance package. Perfect. This is perfect. I think more people should do this. This is super cool. Start 14 days free. It's not a web shop. I mean, you're delivering a service. I mean, you could say that to your clients, but this sounds, I don't know if clients are really gonna use this. I'm not really sure. I think the work should speak for itself. In your portfolio, I think it's really important that you tell what your process is. I always of course talk about the design process, because that is what makes your clients decide if you are the person that can help them. Can you solve their problem? They have an old website, so how is your workflow? What did you do to the old client, right? Because here you are showing the new pages, but you want to tell a little bit more. Look at your text over here. On the homepage, I have followed my homepage guideline, okay, but I didn't use some options because of the client's requirements. That doesn't tell anything about your process. It only tells you what you did, but you want to tell a little bit about the how. I have tried to create a company vibe on the website, okay, a company vibe. And make it user-friendly. I created the other pages by completing client requirements. This also doesn't tell a lot. He only says that it's user-friendly. You want to explain a little bit more about what you did to help this client, and that will convince clients, because clients read website. We as designers, we just scroll because we like pretty images, but clients, they read. You need to make sure your texts are really good. But in general, this website is super nice. What I would add from a visual perspective is maybe add one color, right? To make it a little bit more interesting, because blue is a color that is used often on portfolios. Give it a little bit more identity. But then I think you have an amazing website. Yeah, this was an interesting one, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this one too. And then the last one for this episode is Tariq. He is from Jordan. Nice. I always watch your videos and I always learn something from you. I've been doing web design for a few years and I wanted to share my project codefake.com. Your feedback on design, UX and UI. Okay. I appreciate your time. All right. Technology use, WordPress and Elementor. I want to get a little bit more explanation on your process. Again, this is for everybody. Tell me, why did you create this project? Was there a website before? What's the idea behind the website? But this is an interesting website, which I wanted to show because it's so different from the things you often see. This is his logo. It's interesting. We've built websites the right way. Okay, so this is a web design agency. Let's see. Request a free proposal. What is this? 6 days, 10 hours, limited up to 50% off. I don't know. You're not a web shop. You are like, how can you even say that your website is 50% off? Like, do you even have the right prices for your? Oh shit! I forgot to name the prices of each website. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. Next time, okay? Oh, sorry. I promised in the beginning of this video that I wanted to give prices for each website. Okay, I will still have them open. Maybe I can do it in a few minutes from now. Yeah, let's just start scrolling. Whoa, that's a lot of animations. Maybe this is a little bit too much. Like what this guy did. One animation per section. That's okay, but this is really intense. Also, look at this hover animation. The shadows. Work process. Learn more about our process. Okay, so it's more people. Latest work. This is clean. I like this mockup. More recent work. Look at that. Few projects. Okay, it looks good. Technologies. So this is software he uses. Yeah, do you really need a slider for this? So many tools. Okay. Whoa. Did you see that animation? And now the page is over. Let's get started. Request a proposal. Ooh. Oh, I've never seen this before. This is interesting. So you can fill in everything in here inside of a pop-up. That's interesting. Let's just go to his menu. Wow. Whoa. That's cool. Okay. Our work. Whoa, this margin, that's a lot of space. Okay. Oh, he also has used that scrolling animation. Ooh. Oh, you can scroll through all the projects just by... Wow, this is cool. Well, actually, it's not really good from a conversion standpoint, but visually it's really cool. Also, the background color changes. I don't know how he did that, but that's pretty cool. You don't really explain a lot. So what will happen on this website is that you will not attract the clients that are gonna pay a lot of money, because the only thing that you show are the visuals. You don't explain how you're gonna solve their business problems. So that will put you in the lower end of the prices. So this website, yeah, how can I even put a price on this website? It's hard because it's a portfolio website. Can you put a price on a portfolio website? I'm not so sure. Maybe I can put prices on client websites. It's not, I mean, scrolling through here, it's super nice. And you also have quite a few projects, which is cool. You can visit the website if you want to. I'm not so sure about the whole styling of the website. You've used an extra color over here, which I don't really see on the rest of the website, because here you've not used that second color, which I maybe want to see. Ooh, okay. You need to click on all the different services if you want to get information, instead of having one page where you can see all the services. I would rather say maybe have one page where you can see all the services, because our clients really gonna click on, ooh, whoa, this is a lot. Are clients really gonna click on all the different services? I'm not so sure. For this alignment, give it a little bit of space. Like this is a lot to take in, way too much for your clients. Okay, so first you have your call to action and then another section with more explanation. Oh, he has 2 languages. That's nice. Get offer. Let's see what the offer is about. It's a summer offer, starter package. Oh, he has prices for his website. Yeah, well, this is perfect proof, guys. You want to talk about prices? If you do this, you're gonna get these kind of clients. It's very hard to get above these numbers. I mean, it's nice that you have some number that you can start with, right? Because it's on your website. But what about a client that has a much bigger project that will take a lot more hours? You want to charge more than this, right? So how can you do that with this offer? Well, actually this was 5,000, but now it's half. So discounts like this work better for product businesses, not for services, because it's not that you work 50% of the hours on this website. It doesn't make any sense, like, for you. So it feels a little bit like a scam, because what about this price then? Are you not gonna work all those hours for this website? I'm not so sure. Let's go to the previous website and talk a little bit about prices. This website, what can you sell it for? I don't know. I would not sell it, to be honest. But what can you ask for this without a design process? Yeah, not a lot. I would not even, if I would buy this website, I would not even pay 1,000. No, absolutely not. For this website, that's a little bit better. I would definitely, pay around, I think, 2,000 for this. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Like, it's about, it's so hard for me to put prices on, because it's so, I don't know, it depends on the process, right? I mean, if I have a very specific business case and a lot of things need to happen before the website is there, well, then the price is gonna be higher. It's not just the work in Elementor that clients pay you for. And I think this is where a lot of people are confused. It's not about your Elementor skills. It's about, can you help your client achieve your goal? I don't know what happened in this process behind the scenes in order to create this website. So that's what you need to keep in your mind. You're not selling websites, you're selling a service. And your website is helping them achieve their goal. I know it's a little bit confusing, right? Because, you feel like you're selling websites, but if you switch your mindset to, hey, I'm selling a service instead of a website, then the prices become less relevant and you can ask more. So I don't know. It's really hard for me to put prices on these websites, because it all depends on your design process, not your Elementor skills. Because if you watch all the tutorials on my channel and maybe watch one or two courses, you can create, most of the Elementor websites. But why do people pay some designers a lot more? It's not about their Elementor skills, guys. It's not. So I hope this gave you some inspiration. And then for next episode, I want to ask you guys to include more of your process. What was your old website about? What do you want feedback on? What did your client ask? Because this question is really important, because that will help me to see if your solution is good for their problem. Business is about problem solving. Can you solve their problems? That is where the real money is. Thank you for watching. Hopefully we'll see you in the next one, and have a nice day.